welcome back to the England Ore Model Railway. In this video I'll be reviewing this Hattons Andrew Bartlett. I purchased this locomotive from Livius Trains in January for a price of £160. At the time I had a pre-order from Hattons for this model, but I feared that with the closure of Hattons I cancelled my pre-order, believing that it would have been cancelled anyway, and bought this locomotive from Livius Trains. And sadly, it was for more than what I would have liked, but that's just the way things go. If you are patient, unlike myself, Scale is making a new batch of Andrew Bartletts, continuing on some of all of the pre-orders that people have done and made from Hattons. That's quite nice of them. Now it's time to take this model out of the box and show the details up close and personal. Here it is, the Hattons Andrew Bartlett. The details on this locomotive are truly spectacular. Even for the price I have paid for this locomotive, it is still worthwhile. I have paid similar amounts for locomotives which have less detail than this little tank engine has, and they were bigger locomotives. This is a very interesting locomotive which I find fascinating. Now we'll get a little bit closer so we can see the details in a finer light. And we begin the close-up detail with the side view, and livery is well applied. No glue marks to say anywhere on this little tank engine. The National Coal Board logo is beautifully applied with the number of the loco. This little tank engine still operates today. It's currently in Glasgow as of its moment, and there's very different versions of the Andrew Bartlett which Hattons has made throughout the years. With it from being the open cab, showing off the beautiful detail of the cab with all the instruments and controls beautifully detailed. The buffer beam is well applied, the handbrake is easily seen, and it is an easy part of the locomotive to brake as well as the whistle. So recommend you to be careful whilst handling this little tank engine if you don't want to accidentally damage any of the fittings such as the handrails as well as the whistle. And go on to the front end, where in my opinion is the best part of the model, with the handrails, the buffer beam, the light brackets, beautifully applied. I could have gone for any other version of the Andrew Bartlett, but I chose this one in particular because a couple of months ago I and my own brother personally drove an Andrew Bartlett at the East Somerset Railway, which there is a video on it which we had made a couple of months ago, which is a worthwhile watch. I bought this little tank engine so I could turn it into the locomotive which me and my brother operated, which was Lady Nin. I'd not long just received the nameplates and works plate for this endeavour, and they're beautifully made. They're made by Light Railway Works. These are cheap, It may took a while to come in the mail and be made, but it's worth it. Beautiful etched nameplates. So when you probably see this locomotive not in the future, it'll probably be turned into Lady Nin. That'd be a nice future for this little tank engine. Now it's time to tell the history of the Andrew Bartlett. The Andrew Bartlett was built between 1890 to 1950, with a total of 1,000 locomotives built. These locomotives were mainly used for shunting all the way around Britain. Originally built for the Caledonian Railway, these little shunters were operated mostly around all of Britain, with some operating with the Great Western Railway, British Rails, the National Coal Board, and many different industrial operators throughout the country. These locomotives continued in service up until 1980 and are a very common sight at many preserved railways throughout the country, with 100 locomotives still in preservation, which is a remarkable feat. And to my own personal opinion of this little tank engine, it is a very fun operational locomotive to drive. It responds remarkably well. If you get the chance to go up to the East Somerset Railway and get the chance to drive Lady Nin, I would heavily recommend it. It's a good bit of fun, and it's a good rememberable moment for you. Now it's time to take the Andrew Bartlett down to the layout and show how powerful this little tank engine can be. Here it is, the Hattons Andrew Bartlett, ready to show us what it's made of. For this running session, I thought it would be an excellent idea to have it run with these beautiful Hattons Genesis coaches. I paid the extra £150 to have the lights fitted, and they are a sight to behold. For this running session, I thought it would be appropriate to go through a 040 locomotive running session. So we got the Hornby pet kit with some slate wagons, and my oldest locomotive, which is my first locomotive I ever owned, is the Hornby Pug with its original wagons, which I was given when it was part of a train set all those years ago. This should be a truly splendid and excellently fun running session. Well, that was an excellently fun running session indeed. The Hattons Andrew Bartlett is a truly beautiful running locomotive. The details are just mind-blowing. It's just a pity that Hattons is no longer around. But thankfully, a cure scale will be continuing on the production of these beautiful little locomotives. For now, if you want one, you have to find places like eBay or Rails of Sheffield. But if you're willing to be patient, a cure scale near enough at the end of this year will have a new batch of Andrew Bartletts ready to put it on sale. That ends my review of the Hattons Andrew Bartlett. If you liked the video, please like, share and subscribe to the Lone Ranger Motoring channel. Please leave a comment if you have any ideas for what's possible for the future, because I do read your comments and my brother is always happy to answer your comments. With all said and done, see you next time.